What were some of the most challenging problems you faced at SpaceX?
I think the biggest challenge was communicating between teams. I think it was hard to earn the trust of a lot of the design teams. Oftentimes, since dynamics is so technical, poorly understood, and sometimes a bit hand wavy or kind of empirical in the way it's derived, there were a decent amount of engineers who just didn't have a lot of trust for what it was we did, and so would kind of avoid our input on things. And so through the leadership in my organization and through a lot of my endeavors through the 4 years there was trying to develop those relationships with the other teams, earn their trust, defend our answers as things that really were grounded in first principles, provide analyses and tests that were well aligned with the big picture of the company. At a lot of traditional aerospace companies, I won't name any, but dynamics is like an entirely different building. It's impossible to work together with the other teams, and people just throw answers across a wall and hope for the best. SpaceX, we really did collaborate, but it was still hard to communicate effectively between teams, getting other teams to communicate when something was going wrong. Communicating as us when something went wrong. Those were all on the process side of things. In terms of the actual technical challenges at SpaceX, getting a rocket prepared for flying crewed astronauts was just a new level of risk that we had to deal with. It's fine to take big risks when you're not launching people or when you're just trying to land a rocket. But when you are going to launch people into space for weeks at a time where failure is not an option, that's just a very sobering new ballgame. And I'm thankful that Dragon's been really successful. And the Dragon design was just also quite innovative as well. And so there was uncharted territory there. But everything that SpaceX has done has seemed sort of impossible for a while, with the reusable rockets, the low cost private space with Falcon 9, the continual improvements that were made to Falcon 9, rapid reuse, rapid refurbishment. Falcon Heavy seemed insane. Oh, we're just going to strap 3 Falcon 9s together. We were all just, biting our nails on that mission. We were very excited when it worked. It was just so crazy. And of course, you can see Starship now, which just takes all that to the nth degree. Starlink, I mean, let me tell you, that design is just so innovative. Never been done before. The way the stack is designed to be just 70 satellites all basically ratchet strapped down together, just spin the rocket and fling them out into space. Crazy. The government satellite people would come tour and look at what we were doing and how we were building them, and their jaws would just be on the floor of like what is this? It's like you're doing it at this cost and building them this quickly, and that's how you're putting them into space. And then just to see how profoundly successful it's been, the Starlink network, it's just a really mind-blowing. And it's a great team behind it. Those Starlink folks really know what they're doing and really have worked hard to get there too. Starlink did not start off really on the best foot with what was called the Tintin program. We had a design that needed a lot of changes.